Good afternoon, this is Sean Golden with Golding & Golding, here to discuss the basics of how long should the infamous non-willful certification in a streamlined domestic or foreign offshore submission be. Right? A little bit of history: streamlined domestic offshore procedures, streamlined foreign offshore procedures. They're both offshoots of the streamlined filing compliance procedures, which is reserved for non-willful taxpayers in order to get into compliance for prior year undisclosed offshore or foreign assets, accounts, investments, and income. There's two forms. One is the form 14653, which is for the foreign version of the program. One is 14654 for the domestic version. And just a quick aside, they're both offshore programs for foreign accounts and assets and income. The domestic and the foreign refer to the residence of the taxpayer. Okay. The form itself has a couple of different parts to it. It's used to report the tax liability for the 3 years at issue. It's also used to provide the penalty breakdown as well as the certification statement narrative, which is used to describe the situation. This is important because it's used to prove non-willfulness. Unfortunately, there is some horrendous information out there by attorneys who obviously don't know what they're doing, represent themselves as experts, telling people that these statements are supposed to be 20 pages long. Okay? Like anything you write in life, you write it and then you rewrite it 5, 10 more times until you get it concise and effective to directly respond to the questions that the IRS wants to know. Where you're from, what happened, purpose of the assets, relation to you, things of that nature, right? It's not supposed to be some rambling diatribe about your whole life story, because if you write a 20-page, 15-page, 30-page summary, you're going to take it outside of the direct response to the issue of non-willfulness, and you start volunteering unnecessary information, which can lead to an audit, which may not have happened in the first place, or a rejection. Like anything, whether you're in a trial, whether you're in litigation, whether you're doing these types of statements, reasonable cause letters, the goal is to tell a story. You want to tell a believable story for the IRS to read it, acknowledge it, and accept it. Here are some common pitfalls we've been finding lately. People who come to us after they've unfortunately gone, somewhere else. They were sold on a bill of goods that doesn't exist. 99% of attorneys in this area will handle the tax and legal in-house, and they will do it on a flat fee. Hourly attorneys want to charge you for ridiculousness. And what they do is they charge you to write and research these statements that are way too verbose and rambling and way too long. And then you end up paying tens of thousands of dollars for a statement, which isn't really effective. So beware of anyone that's not doing the flat fee full service model. Review the letter before it's submitted, right? Sometimes people just slap together letters that they use for various other different clients, and it's like a cut and paste job that's not responsive to you, the client's actual set of facts and circumstances. And also, it's important to read it and understand whether or not you feel like it conveys non-willfulness, okay? Just because it's 20 pages long, who knows what's in there, right? Within 20 pages, oftentimes what's happening is they're setting the client up for rejection or for an unnecessary audit. So those are things to keep in mind if you're going to submit to one of the Streamlined programs. Streamlined is part of a greater scheme of offshore disclosure. You've got the Voluntary disclosure program for people who are willful or can't certify under penalty of perjury that they're non-willful. There's reasonable cause and delinquency procedures, which are non-willful alternatives to the Streamlined program. We have lots of free information available on our main website and our sub-websites. You can always reach out and schedule a reduced fee initial consultation if it's something that we handle here. Again, my name is Sean Golden with Golding & Golding. Thank you for your time. Enjoy the rest of your day.